At this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Can we please stand for a pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For the record, this is a public meeting of the Bayonne Board of Education. It is 7:45, 27th day of June. We're convening in the Alexander O'Connor Auditorium. The presiding officer is Joseph Broderick, President of the Bayonne Board of Education. Those in attendance include Dr. Michael Wanko, Interim Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Kenneth Kopaz, Assistant Superintendent for Personnel, Dr. Gary Maida, Board Secretary, Mr. Leo J. Smith Jr., Assistant Superintendent for Business, Dr. Dennis Degnan, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, and Mr. Mitchell Pasquale, our Board Counsel. The meeting's open to the public. I'll take a roll call. Roll call, Trustee Alonso.
Present.
Trustee Cruden.
Present.
Trustee Finnerty.
Present.
Trustee Munoz.
Here.
Trustee Ryan.
Here.
Trustee Villado.
Here.
Vice President Wilbeck.
Here.
President Broderick.
Present. For the record, adequate written advance notice of at least 48 hours giving the time, date, and location of this meeting with the agenda was provided as follows. Notice was prominently posted in City Hall at 630 Avenue C on the bulletin board reserved for such announcements of the Board of Education. The Board Secretary sent such notice to the Jersey Journal and the Bayonne Community News. Notice was filed with the Municipal Clerk of the City of Bayonne, Mr. Robert F. Sloan.
We'll start with our approval of minutes, acceptance of communications. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Trustee Munoz, a second?
I'll second.
Second by Trustee Villardo. On that motion in second, Trustee Alonso.
Aye.
Trustee Cruden.
Aye.
Trustee Finnerty.
Aye.
Trustee Munoz.
Yes.
Trustee Ryan.
Yes.
Trustee Villado.
Aye.
Vice President Wilbeck.
Yes.
President Broderick.
Yes.
Next up, we have a series of accommodations that I'd like to start with. Okay, whereas social studies students Tatiana Ponte, Montana Botino, Tasha Gupta, Alexander Soprich have brought honor and distinction to Bayonne High School and the entire community for having reached the finals of the New Jersey National History Day. Social studies students Tatiana, Montana, Tasha, and Alexander have brought honor and distinction to the Bayonne High School and the entire community by winning awards at the New Jersey National History Day Finals and for representing New Jersey in the National History Day Finals at the University of Maryland at College Park. Whereas social studies students Tatiana Ponte, Montana Botino, Tashu Gupta, and Alexander Soprich went above and beyond by spending countless hours perfecting their projects in preparation for the National History Day Finals. Whereas the Board of Education wishes to recognize the outstanding achievements of Tatiana, Montana, Tashu, and Alexander. Whereas the Board of Education wishes to congratulate Tashu Gupta for receiving the Outstanding State Affiliate Award at the finals of National History Day. Whereas the Board of Education wishes to recognize that social study teachers, Mr. Martin Cashmer and Mr. Evan Wexler, have each respectively led students to the finals of National History Day on numerous occasions. Whereas the Board of Education wishes to recognize our social study teachers for their intelligence, their hard work, their guidance that they have provided to their award-winning students and the honor and distinction that they have brought to Bayonne High School and the entire community. Be it hereby resolved that this Board of Education wishes its heartfelt congratulations to all the above, and that is by the Committee of the Whole. At this time, we'd like to ask the students and their advisors to please come up. We'll take a photo. Why don't you stay here and we'll put the students in front. So if the students would just line up maybe in front of the table, trustees behind you, and we'll take a quick photo. And our teachers? No? Okay. All right.
That's okay.
That's all right.
That's perfect. Don't worry about it. Look at that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Great job. That's it. The best shot I got.
Karen, could you get those? Could you get those for the students for me, please? Students, we have some certificates for you and your teachers. If you wouldn't leave yet, over here on your left side of the stage. Next up, the Bayonne High School boys volleyball team. And what I'd like to do all three commendations, and then we'll have everybody come up together. The Bayonne High School boys volleyball team has been recognized by the 2018 HCIAL as the team of the year, whereas you could clap. Doesn't happen often. Bayonne High School boys volleyball team has brought honor and distinction to Bayonne High School, the Board of Education, and the Bayonne community as a whole by capturing the 2018 NJSIAA North 2 title, whereas three seniors, Gabe Adino Kararian, Jansen Pimentel, and Brayman Nid Youssef, have been selected NJSIAA North, All North Jersey Section 2, first team, second team, and third team, respectively. Whereas head coach Patricia Longo, along with her assistant coaches Judith Fidrich and Lindsay Gordon, have guided the BHS boys volleyball team this spring season with their all-around commitment to hard work, dedication, and determination. Whereas Patricia Longo has brought honor and distinction to Bayonne High School and the community by being recognized as the ACIAL 2018 Boys Volleyball Coach of the Year. Whereas Jansen Pimentel, Brayman Nid Youssef, and James Bajer are recognized on the ACIAL second team. Whereas Leonard Mazinet and Eddie Tario are recognized on the ACIAL honorable mention list. Whereas recognition is bestowed upon the Bayonne High School volleyball team seniors Matt Agresta, Gabe Adino Carrion, Brahman Nid Youssef, Jansen Pimentel, Daniel Sue, Joshua Sue, Eddie Tario, juniors, James Bajer, Kevin Lazario Vasquez, Leo Mazinet, Mina Sowers, and freshman Carl Blaza. Be it hereby resolved that this Board of Education wishes its heartfelt congratulations to the Bayonne High School boys volleyball team and their coach, Patricia Longo. Also, we have a commendation, whereas Gabe Adino Carrion, a senior outside hitter. Mr. Wilbeck, you know what that.
I certainly do.
Okay, you should help me with that one. Outside hitter of the Bayonne High School boys volleyball team has brought honor and distinction to himself, his parents, the school, and the community by being selected as the 2018 HCIAL Boys Volleyball Player of the Year. this like I know what I mean. Gabe led the team this past season with 241 kills, 117 digs, 114 service points, and 39 aces. He's been selected to the NJSIAA North Jersey Section 2 first team, and we wish our heartfelt congratulations to Bayonne High School senior Gabe Adino Carrion. And then finally, whereas head coach Patricia Longo has brought honor and distinction to Bayonne High School in the community by being recognized as the HCIAL 2018 Boys Volleyball Coach of the Year. During her illustrious tenure as head coach at Bayonne High School boys volleyball team for the past 28 years, Coach Longo has brought honor and distinction to Bayonne High School and the community by leading the Bayonne High School boys volleyball team in their capture of the 2018 NJSIAA North 2 volleyball title, the HCIAL undefeated boys volleyball title, and the recognition of the team as the HCIAL 2018 Team of the Year. Head coach Longo has guided the boys team this season with her all-around commitment to hard work, dedication, and determination. And once again, we'd like to congratulate the boys volleyball team and their head coach, Patricia Longo. Come on up.
Just one more whereas. A whereas is that no longer is it called the Bayonne High School volleyball team, it's the Bayonne High School volleyball program.
Go get in the middle.
You're taller than I am. Darn.
Yeah, but you're down a little bit there.
That's fine.
Less things were in the better.
They know we're back here.
Gary.
One more whereas, we forgot one name, Russell Schmidt.
Is Russell a senior? Junior? Russell will make a correction and we'll get that to you.
Great job.
So there's one kid missing on the resolution. Russell Smith. Well, he's a junior, so we'll get a hold of him. He'll be around next year. Okay, one more commendation. Whereas head coach David Hoffman has brought honor and distinction to Bayonne High School and the community by being recognized as the HCIAL 2018 Baseball Coach of the Year. Whereas head coach Hoffman has brought honor and distinction to the Bayonne High School and the community during his coaching time with Bayonne High School's baseball team for the past 20 years, 5 of them as head coach. Whereas head coach Hoffman guided the Bayonne High School's baseball team this spring season with his all-around commitment to hard work, dedication, and determination. Be it resolved that this Board of Education wishes its heartfelt congratulations Bayonne High School baseball team and their coach Dave Hoffman. This is also by the Committee of the Whole. Coach Hoffman?
Coach Hoffman did a great job this year, really did. I went to a game or two, and I actually went to the county championship game, and if anybody was there, if you saw the heart that the players that he was with put in, it was truly exciting. I don't think Bayonne High School ever loses, every once in a while, they just run out of innings, I think. Is that the case, Dave?
Thank you. Thank you.
Said you never lose, you just run out of innings once in a while.
She would.
The mic up here. I'll recognize.
Congratulations.
That man behind the curtain. Okay. At this time, if the students would like to leave, this is the best opportunity to do that. We will not be insulted, but this is your chance to run.
No homework.
I would say go home and
Congratulations,
do your
guys.
homework, but,
Congratulations.
there is no homework. Next up, as we do our consent agenda, we break it out into portions. I'll start with our first section, which is curriculum, instruction, and policy. It is resolutions A1 through A16. They are all up on our bulletin board. Do I have a motion on the curriculum consent agenda?
I'll motion.
And is there a second?
I'll second.
So I have a motion and a second. Trustee Cruden,
Yes.
Trustee Finnerty,
Yes.
Trustee Munoz,
Yes.
Trustee Ryan,
Yes.
Trustee Villado,
Yes.
Trustee Alonso,
Aye.
Vice President Wilbeck,
Yes.
President Broderick.
Yes.
Next up is our section on finance, building, and grounds. I'd just like to mention on B27, approval of contract with T&M Associates, there is a typo on the bulletin board. It is not 2015, it is 2018, right to know. So I have our finance, building, and grounds. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
So I have a motion by Trustee Munoz and a second by President Broderick. On that motion and second, Trustee Finnerty,
Yes.
Trustee Munoz,
Yes.
Trustee Ryan,
Yes.
Trustee Villado,
Yes.
Vice President Wilbeck,
Yes.
President Broderick.
Yes.
I went out of order. Trustee Alonso,
Aye.
Trustee Cruden.
Yes.
I'll get it. Our next group is personnel. I'd just like to announce that Resolution C-25, appointment of teachers, is being moved to non-consent. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
And do I have a second?
I second.
And a second by Trustee Ryan. So I have a motion by Trustee Finnerty and a second by Trustee Ryan. On that motion and second, Trustee Munoz,
Yes.
Trustee Ryan,
Yes.
Trustee Villado,
Yes.
Trustee Alonso,
Aye.
Trustee Cruden,
Yes.
Vice President Wilbeck,
Yes.
President Broderick.
Yes.
Next up is the non-consent portion of the meeting. I'll start with Resolution D1. Be it hereby resolved that the attached memorandum of agreement between the Board of Education of the City of Bayonne Bayonne Public School Administrators Association, covering the period July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2021. B, and the same are hereby approved. Be it further resolved that the Board President and Secretary are hereby authorized to execute the said agreement in the name and on behalf of this Board. Be it further resolved that the Assistant Superintendent for Business, School Business Administrator, and this Board of Education is hereby authorized to take the necessary action to implement the terms of this agreement. The foregoing resolution is effective immediately. Do I have a motion
I'll make that motion.
and a second?
I'll make that second motion.
So I have a motion by President Broderick and a second by Vice President Wilbeck. On that motion and second, Trustee Ryan,
I abstain.
Trustee Villado,
Yes.
Trustee Alonso,
Aye.
Trustee Cruden,
Yes.
Trustee Finerty,
Yes.
Trustee Munoz,
Yes.
Vice President Wilbeck,
Yes.
President Broderick.
Yes. If I could
Yes.
just like to mention that I'm very happy about that last resolution. I think it brings some stability to the district, and certainly the people that are receiving that were extremely hard workers this year. They were a major reason that we probably passed the CUSAC this year, and I just can't say enough about them, and thank you once again for all your efforts.
Resolution D2 is being tabled. Which brings us to Resolution D3, whereas the interim superintendent of schools, Dr. Michael A. Wanko, has recommended that the stipend for the supervisor of PECEC Ice Ring, which was previously approved by the board, be rescinded. Now therefore be it resolved that Resolution D6, adopted by the Board of Education at their May 30th, 2018, that's right, 2018 meeting is hereby rescinded to the extent that it approves a stipend in the amount of $11,543 to be paid to Thomas Jacobson for the position of supervisor of PECEC Ice Ring for the 2018-19 school year. Be it further resolved that the remainder of Resolution D6 remains in force and effect, and be it hereby resolved that the Board Secretary is authorized to notify Mr. Jacobson of the rescission. That's spelled right. Okay. Do I have a motion
I'll move.
and a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay, so we have a motion by Trustee Velarda and a second by Vice President Wilbeck. On that motion and second, Trustee Velarda,
Aye.
Trustee Alonso,
Aye.
Trustee Cruden,
Yes.
Trustee Finerty,
Yes.
Trustee Munoz,
Yes.
Trustee Ryan,
Yes.
Vice President Wilbeck,
Yes.
President Broderick.
Yes.
And my final resolution is C25, which was the appointment of teachers. C25 is on our bulletin board. I will not read the whole resolution. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll
And a-
second.
And a second. So I have a motion by Trustee Munoz and a second by Trustee Vellato. Trustee Alonso?
I had a great opportunity to listen to Trustee Finerty's explanation about the flawed process, so I'm going to have to vote no.
Okay, that is a no. Trustee Cruden?
Yes.
Trustee Finerty?
No.
Trustee Munoz?
Yes.
Trustee Ryan?
Yes.
Trustee Vellato?
Yes.
Vice President Wilbeck?
Yes.
President Broderick?
Yes.
Next up, the board advertised for a board vacancy. And okay. The board received 8 applicants applied for that position. Resumes were distributed to all our trustees. At this time, I'd like to ask, would a trustee like to make a motion for a candidate?
I'll make that motion, Michael Lawandi.
And is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
So there is a motion and a second of the selection of Michael Lawande as a candidate to fill the vacant seat for the Bayonne Board of Education. That is just the seat until January. At this time, I'd like to take a vote on that. I'll start with Trustee Alonso,
I abstain.
Trustee Cruden,
Yes.
Trustee Finnerty,
Yes.
Trustee Munoz,
Yes.
Trustee Ryan,
Yes.
Trustee Villado,
No.
Vice President Wilbeck,
Yes.
President Broderick.
Yes.
Congratulations to Mr. Lawande. Michael, I know you're here. Don't leave. I will swear you in at the end of this proceeding. Okay, before I get to our final bit of business, we do have 2 questions from the audience. I remind you, 3 minutes. First up is Mr. Joe Wyatt, 301 Maple Avenue, North Plainfield.
My fellow faculty members have commented to me that now that the contract is settled, I don't need to come to board meetings anymore. And I told them, no, that's not true. Now I must come to board meetings because that distraction is now gone. And so, and since you've you've constrained everybody to speak to you, I am going to come and talk to you for 3 minutes from now until doomsday. And I'm going to live a long, long time. And I'm not going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what's so. And my real purpose is to get it on the record what's so, and then get your answer. So that when things go badly, I can tell you that I told you so, and you didn't listen. Okay? And there are lots of media. You know, I have avoided using other media. I've been coming for years and speaking and talking and trying to get you to understand and writing letters, which I have been commended on, which nothing has been done about. So there are some very, very serious problems with this district. They cannot be papered over. They cannot be avoided. Now, you can avoid them, but I'm going to do everything I can in my power to make sure that you can't overlook those things and pretend that everything is just wonderful and hunky-dory. Okay, so I'm going to come and ask questions, and I'm going to listen to your answers, and then I'm going to decide what to do. And all I ask is that you listen to what I say, answer me honestly, don't obfuscate and dance around things, okay? Because that's not what an educational institution is about. An educational institution is about taking risks, taking risk and trying things that you don't know how they're going to come out. I realize a bureaucracy has to maintain the status quo, but that is not the function of an educational institution. The function of an educational institution is to teach students how to handle problems they've never seen before, not to institute the same solutions over and over and over again. And this is what I do in my physics class. I give them problems they've never seen before and teach them how to solve them. This is what education is all about. Not hiding things, not allowing people to speak, denying people their constitutional rights to due process and all other things like that. And an educational system thrives on openness, and we just have a real good conversation with each other. And I've been doing this for 15 years, and I've never seen a board member or anybody else have a real conversation with anybody. And I don't understand how you expect to solve the problems of this without the input. You've got 800 highly educated people, and you don't ever talk to them.
Thank you for your 3 minutes. Next up is Mr. Michael Bizbitsky. Sorry if I got that wrong. 39 Upper Hibernia Road, Marcella, New Jersey. It's Camp Lewis territory. No? Okay. Next up, Mary Jane Desmond, 187 West 24th. Nice to see you again.
Good evening. I'm sure you've seen in the newspaper the recent articles regarding state funding and where we still sit, and the fact that our 3 elected officials pretty much abdicated their responsibility to us. And this board has been very good and proactive in the past, writing letters. I hope you're planning another one.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving along. I have a commendation that I'd like to do, and then before the teachers come up, after I read the commendation, I'd like to ask our council president, who was nice enough to join us this evening, to say a few words. So whereas the Bayonne Board of Education is pleased to recognize teachers who have provided exemplary service during the past school year, be it resolved that the following teachers have been selected by their peers as the Teacher of the Year for the 2017-18 school year: Gina Gold, Kim Simcoe, Jessica Spears, Brianne Murphy, Maureen Zakowski, Nicole Colbrin, Jill Levine, Michael Kildosha, Dawn Maria Rigo, Maureen Fagan-Kazar, Samantha Christie, and Christina Casillas. Be it further resolved that this board hereby authorizes Dr. Michael A. Wanko, Superintendent of Schools, to submit this resolution on behalf of the board to the Hudson County Superintendent of Schools. This is by the Committee of the Whole. At this time, I'd like to introduce our council president.
Good evening. Thank you. On behalf of the mayor and the city council and all the residents of Bayonne, I'd just like to congratulate all the teachers who are being honored and with this distinction. It is not lost on the hard work and, finally you're getting a contract, what you do with what little you have, and it is truly appreciated, and it's so important that our kids get the quality education and the type of teachers that you guys are, and that you guys go above and beyond what a lot of other school districts do. And we certainly appreciate it, our kids appreciate it, and it's important that we continue that, and I'm glad you're all being recognized for your dedication and support of this community and our children. So I just say congratulations, and we are proud of having you as part of our school system. Thank you.
So at this time, I'd like to ask the Teachers of the Year that are in attendance with us this evening, if you'd please come to the stage. We'll do a group photo, and then after the meeting's over, we'll be happy to do any separate photos with principals and schools and whatever you'd like to do. I believe Gina, Kim, Brianne, Michael, Dawn, Maureen, Samantha, and Tina are with us this evening. If I left anybody out, please come up.
Congratulations, thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Good luck.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. How you get? Congratulations. Hi, congratulations.
Okay, folks, we'll do a photo.
Bravo, bravo.
Please don't leave. We have certificates, and there are refreshments after the meeting, and like I said, we could do separate photos then. I have one other point of business.
If I can say one thing.
Sure. I'll let Mr. Broderick go first. He's my boss.
Since our council president's here tonight, I just wanted to thank her and the rest of the council for upping our pilot program from 5 to 10%. Thank you very much.
May I say something?
Council President Dorsky, I just want to say, I do want to personally thank you for passing it from 5 to 10%, but I want to say now that we have 10%, there are members of the Board of Education, myself, and teachers in the audience that will advocate for more than 10% and maybe up to 25% like Woodbridge is doing for their schools. But I do want to thank you for making that first initial step, but the fight's not over. And maybe the City Council can join the Board of Education in urging the trustees and urging our 3 elected officials from LD 31 to advocate for Bayonne and get us additional funding, as we are still $49 million underfunded. And as we all know, as we're watching the news, there's a big budget fight, and none of our representatives showed up down there last Thursday to actually vote for us. So let's hope they show up. Thank you.
And just one further comment, I think this bears repeating. This board, as well as central administration, are extremely proud that the first time in the past 6 years that CUSAC is giving us a wonderful, wonderful rating. And it's because, much of it is because of the dedication of our teachers. And when one thinks that for the last few years, teachers were working without a contract, and they do teach. There's a phrase, they don't teach for the money, they teach for the children.
Right.
So once again,
Hear, hear.
thank you, a special thank you to all of our teachers. It is because of you we really got a great CUSAC rating this year. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I have one last bit of business, and our most recent retiree has been nice enough to help me with this. We're honoring our retirees this evening, and I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Smith, who's going to assist me with this.
Thank you, Dr. Mader. We did receive RSVPs from approximately 21 people. So if you didn't RSVP, just wait to the end and you'll get your accolades, and I'll call you up then. All right? But I do have a script that we're going from. It's in the program, and we'll start out with, and please come up. Maybe the board president and vice president want to get in front and meet them with the secretary, and thank these individuals for their collective years of service. The first time I told the board president and vice president what to do, and they listened. Jeez. Now I know how my wife feels when she tells me to do things. Yes, dear. All right, we'll go alphabetically. And those who RSVP'd, Giovanna Barbero, 28 years. Yeah, well, beautiful. Thank you, G.
Thank you, Joanne.
Are we getting up?
Joseph Barbero, 24 years. 25 years, excuse me. Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Donna Casiba, 17 years. Donna? Thanks, Donna.
Congratulations.
Nancy Sermonello, registered nurse, 33 years. Sharon Colacerdo, 35 years. Nice job, Sharon. Teresa Curran, 6 years. Teresa came to us late. 6 very difficult years, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Eileen Del Giudice, 29 years. Congratulations, Eileen. Mary Ellen Egan, 33 years. Annie Gatan, 22 years. Marianne Giovanazzo, 28 years. Nice job, Mayor. Debbie Hennessy, 37 years. Michael Hudako, 31 years. Michael. Yeah, Mike, we may need you on this steam pipe, Mike. Nancy Kopaz, 30 years. Is she up here?
Better get up.
Dr. Patricia L. McGeehan, 48 years. Constance Novembrino, 43 years. Joy Orlowski, 36 years.
Congratulations, yeah. Best wishes and good luck.
Karen Palawoda, 29 years. Joanne Plantamura, 35 years. Nice job, Joanne. Nice job. Beautiful. Antoinette Soriano, 17 years. Donna Zavulis, 39 years. Elizabeth Zawicki, 26 years.
Donna.
Ladies and gentlemen, is there anybody in the audience who did not RSVP who we should recognize? Then I would ask right now, one of our retirees, excuse me while I just make this announcement. Susan Riccio passed away on Sunday. She is listed as a retiree. I would ask that we all bow our heads in a moment of silence for Susan, who leaves behind a family and died at much too young an age of 50 years old. So please. Thank you. And if you would keep in your prayers also retiree William Kachansky, who's battling a devastating illness. So thank you all very much. I'm in next year's group. That's why I chose August. Let me know how it is. And if you don't get the checks on time, gang, call Mr. Broderick or Mr. Wilbeck.
So if everyone would just be a little careful going down the stairs. We're going to meet in the back outside. There's refreshments. The board just has to end the meeting officially, so I'll let everybody get out first, and then we'll end the meeting.
So what are you two going to do?
And then any other separate photos you'd like to do with principals and staff, we could always make arrangements to do that.
Barbero, you looking for a short order cook? I could be ready in September. Let me know in a week.
How are you?
1 second, please. The teachers of the year that are here, we have certificates for you. Could you please come up or meet us in the back? Maybe it'd be easier, and we can give you a certificate. Bye-bye. Be careful.
Thank you.
One last bit of business before we end the meeting. If I could please ask Mr. Mikel Lawande to come up on stage. Possibly Mr. Broderick and Mr. Wilbeck would like to join me. Mr. Broderick, Mr. Wilbeck. And I just need Beth. She's coming back down? Okay.
We got to do, then he can sit on.
Jimmy, we're all right? We're good enough?
For the end of the meeting.
You're looking at this,
Yeah. Well, how about I go this way?
camera up there. We're looking up there.
Good. And Beth will do it for him. Okay. Pursuant to NJSA 18A 12-2.1 and NJSA 41 1.1 and 1.3, please repeat after me. I, Michael Lawande, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
That I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and this state,
and the state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I, Mikel Lawande,
I, Michael Lawande,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications
that I possess the qualifications
prescribed by law for the office
prescribed by law for the office
of a member of the Board of Education,
of the member of the Board of Education,
and that I am not disqualified
and I'm not disqualified
as a voter
as a voter
pursuant to RS 19-4.1
pursuant to RS 19-4.1
or disqualified
or disqualified
due to conviction of a crime
due to conviction of crime
or offense
or offense
listed in NJS 18A 12.1,
listed in NJS 18A 12-1,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties
and justly perform all the duties
of that office
of that office
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, trustee.
We got to end this thing?
Who? Yeah.
With everybody?
Well, where's the super? Super? Superintendent? Mike, you want to sign this? Just sign right there. Okay, let me end this meeting. All right, folks, let me get in there. I'll end the meeting. Okay. Go. Working. Yep. Move in second. Okay, at this time, we'd like to adjourn the public meeting. Is there a motion? I have a motion by trustee Cruden.
I'll second.
I have a second from trustee Finnerty to adjourn the public meeting. On that motion and second, trustee Alonso. Trustee Cruden. Trustee Finnerty.
Yes.
Trustee Munoz. Trustee Ryan. Trustee Villado. Vice President Wilbeck. President Broderick. It is 8:41. Folks, there's refreshments in the back.